everyone. This week we talked about online learning. We talked about the online learning that students can do on their computers from home, and it's a sort of homeschooling that's online for them versus being in the public schools every single day. We also talked about some of the learning management system applications that we can use to create classroom assignments, rooms, and things of that nature. I do believe that K 12 learning is important, but I don't think it's for everyone. I actually have a cousin who does over 40 hours a week of gymnastics, and it's really good for her to use K 12 learning because she can do it on her own time, and she's actually very advanced, so she tends to get very bored in the classroom as well. I do think it's appropriate for students to do it, but there does need to be parameters put in place, such as how far they're able to move forward. To some extent, we need to check their knowledge in terms of whether or not they're just finding this information online, or if they actually are learning this information. And I do think that the state should require somebody to take an online course before graduating from high school so that they know what it's like in college, because we do a lot of online learning in college, and I think it's important that students learn how those courses work and how they can communicate with their professors when they're taking an online class. I think the thing I learned the most from the brochure and the video was like communication. It was so important. It's very important that even though they won't be face to face with teachers, they're able to communicate with anybody at pretty much any time, and they're able to help them out and make them feel like this classroom is very helpful for them, and it will be beneficial for their future, and it works best for them and their schedule. My own experience working with an LMS, I used Google Classroom when I was in high school, so I chose Google Classroom as what I wanted to make mine with. I thought it worked really easily. I got it done in about 20 minutes, and I was able to post links to a couple of websites that have quizzes for state capitals, and then was able to post a quiz for the state capitals. That's all through Google and Google Forms. The only thing I don't like about it is I don't think it's very like eye-pleasing, and I had some problems with it during high school with the inability of some things working, but there's always going to be a couple of kinks, especially with LMSs, so it just takes getting to know the system and knowing what works and what does not work. I do think that system could be used as a future educator. I know that the school district that I would love to go back to does use Google Classroom, and it's very successful, and that's how they post all of their links, and that's where they turn in their homework and things like that.